All right, so it's been a while since I talked about this particular plugin, and that is Instacomposer 2. So, what Instacomposer 2 really is a plugin that's basically generates MIDI for you to give you ideas of, as far as chords and melodies and bass lines and things of that nature. So if you struggle with that and you're, let's say, even a sample based artist, but you don't play any instruments and you really need help with creating stuff, but you don't want to use the typical, um, loops that people make for you. This is a cool way if you have a DAW that you can generate ideas for what you make musically. Now it's not free, obviously, and right now there's a sale going on. So they have all these expansions you can see right here, all of these, and then of course Instacomposer, and you can get it for $44.90, which is crazy because I feel like that's about the price. Maybe I paid a little less for Instacomposer 2 itself. But maybe you're not into these styles. It really doesn't matter because all it's doing is creating MIDI, and then you can adjust and manipulate it how you want it. There is one cool video out there where Plugin Boutiques, I forgot the guy's name, but he does a nice video where he shows you how you can use the ideas from Scalar 2 and bring those chords into Instacomposer. Now I'll show you really quick, not really quick, but show you how it works. Here it is right here. So there's all these tracks, and any of these tracks can be whatever you want it to be: a melody, a riff, rhythm, pads, chords, etc. Okay. And this is a real generic overview. The actual chords are labeled down here, but up here you can change the note and beat, right? So if you want 4 bars, 4 beats per measure, you can do that, etc. You also have the ability to sculpt and kind of help to decide how it's going to generate. So if you look down here, you'll see chords: basic or exotic, population, like how busy is the chord. If it's you got typical triads versus like something like a 13th chord. How many notes are in the chord, or is it going to be more towards the notes or the scale? The bar structure, the bar combo, it goes on and on. And then you can generate the chords. So in this case, I generated something. You change the scale right here to in D sharp Dorian. And then you generate the chords down here first. And then when you're ready and you think you want to generate those chords in the window here, you press go and it'll do it. Below here, you can select. So like if I select 5, which is track 5, I have it set to chords. So it's going to generate the chords based on what is down here. Now if you click here, you can change these to anything you want. So you're not stuck to what you see here. You could adjust them, which I think is amazing. And if you double click in, you can go in and adjust velocities, the length of the chords. There's more to it than just auto-generating MIDI and then not being able to adjust it. You can adjust it within Instacomposer itself before you drag it to your actual timeline or linear DAW, whatever. All right. So it's pretty simple too. How to do this. I need to get out of this screen. Oops, that's not what I want to do. Let's go back to the main screen. 1 second here. Oh, I just did go on there. It's not what I want to do. Okay. So let's go back to redo so I don't mess up what I had. And then we're going to go back to the menu there. For some reason it's not clicking back. I'm pressing the wrong button. It's been a minute since I used it, but somebody mentioned it, or not mentioned this, but mentioned different ways in Ableton or something like that with regards to creating MIDI. And this one came back to my memory for some reason. So I thought I would do a video. There we go, the editor. So right here, the view tracks and the editor. So then all you do is grab right here, drag the MIDI up there. I'm going to loop that out so that way you hear it. Not bad. So then you could go further and actually use some of the tools in Ableton if you wanted to. For instance, strum. So let's say you just want to, okay, and then you wanted to do those maybe, 1 second, let me put that back at 0. I forgot to shorten them. If you're going to do strum, you just shorten them a little bit. Then you can lay them out like that. And then you can go in and select these, hold down shift. And then maybe you want these to go a little bit forward. Okay, so now you have not bad. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Okay, so you see how you can quickly generate that with Instacomposer 2. Now let's say you want a melody. I have a melody up here on track 1. You don't have to go do the chords again. You just leave those in because it's going to follow this scale, right? And then all you have to do is hit go. And every time you hit go, it'll change them. Now you can do this for the chords too. You can just keep hitting go till you find something you like. Some of these are really busy. So again, you go down here and you say, all right, I want less population. And I want closer to the scale. And I'm going to push this back to basic. See what that does. Yeah, see now it's a little less. Some of them are still pretty populated. And the problem with a melody to me that's this busy is it's going to sound over. You're done. All right, so there you go. So that's pretty nice. Doesn't look so busy. And then we can add it to this track. Yeah, I don't like it. So, but you see, you could do that pretty easy. And what you do is just keep trying till you find something that you like, right? The idea is to get you going, get you a starter. Like in my opinion, these notes are all too close to the chords. So I'd probably, what is it, Command? Here we go. Just shift them up a whole octave. Ooh, that's too much. So stuff like that, this high up, this stuff up here, bleed my eardrum. Might shift down a little bit. Now I'm going to select all and then do a little more randomization on the. Not my favorite, but you get the drift of what Instacomposer does. Now, do I suggest this to everyone? No. But if you struggle with, creating melodies, bass lines, even chords, it can definitely get you started and get you going. You're going to need to obviously work on this and adjust and try things out, explore a little more. Now, the beauty of it is at the price they got it going for, you're going to get way more chords and sounds and potential options than what I have. I only have Instacomposer 2. I do not have any of these packs. So for this price, I think it's a really good deal considering you can see here what they were charging on their original price. So if you like these styles of music, I definitely like cinematic. I'm all into that right now. Hip hop, obviously. But it looks like right here it says the genres that they offer. So any of these genres from trap, they're going to give you sounds or MIDI generated ideas that can get you going. So Plugin Boutique has this. You can either buy it directly from them if you want, especially if this deal is better. Looks like it's a summer sale. Or you can go through Plugin Boutique if that's who you buy through, because they do Scalar, right? And I just think this is a really good plugin to kind of help you get generated on ideas, but it's not doing everything for you. You're going to have to work on it a little bit, but it'll get you going. And that's the key. Interesting. But yeah, so I just wanted to show this to you. It's just one of those plugins that you can need to do your research on to make sure that you want it. But for that price and all the packs included, I think it's a great deal. They don't pay me for this. I'm just showing it to you, introducing it to you. If you want to get it, then you can go for it. All right. That's the end of this video. Instacomposer 2.